simple to use. You just go to each function, and like let's say for toast, you actually have how light or how dark you want it, and you can just kind of switch it.
Have that on you?
Yeah. And then once you turn it on.
Thank you. Good morning.
I'll take 4 of those on. Please.
Oh, you just want a bottle of water?
That's the one thing they didn't offer that to me when I bought the car.
Yeah.
They didn't
Ford's
offer that
doing
was
it.
available. And they were like that.
That's the year he was born.
Wait, so how old are you now? 60? Wait, you're 11 years older than me.
No, he's 11 years
So
older.
you're 62.
I'm 10 years older than you.
He's
He's
11
11.
years older than me and you're 10 years older.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Then we're celebrating. Yeah, just so we don't have to walk all the way back again. So they run big.
There. Oh, man. She's keeping the pressure on. Yeah. I think you put the ball right to the center pin and then that's the next shot. Successful.
Oh, perfect! Oh my God! No way, it bounced back in. Oh my God. Oh my God, I was like, why didn't I scream at me? Jess is like, bounce back in.
Oh yeah! Whoa!
Perfect. Oh, you knocked the other one over?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh my! It's all
Humid, right? It's like, ugh. It's like, really how you enjoy this weather until you're sitting on the beach with cold water.
Enjoy while we were inside.
I mean, if you're out.
Works. You then add hops to it and boil it with hops, and that adds some bitterness and imparts flavour and aroma, so that balances out with the sweetness. You then add the yeast, and the yeast essentially eats up all of the sugars, or most of the sugars, and it excretes out alcohol and carbon dioxide, and that's how you get the beer to become alcoholic. Just the same with wine and whiskey and vodka and all
So
that.
how do you change the different flavors? I mean, what makes the difference?
What makes the difference? So you can vary it by the type of grain that you use. So you'll have dark grain.
What is that?
So that's malted barley.
Oh, okay.
And you have darker grain, which is like this, or even darker grain.
Oh, wow. So what are these?
So these are exactly the same as this, but it's been roasted. So they're darker. That means they have a lower sugar content, so you get less alcohol out of them, but they add a darker colour and they add different flavours. So they add different roasty flavours, chocolate flavours.
So you said black.
But this has a roasty, bitter flavour to it, coffee, almost. So that adds more of that flavour and the darkness to it as well. Well, we put the beer into the tequila barrels, and all of the flavours from the oak and from the tequila come out and impart into the beer. So that's something that we're doing right now, because the bacteria will always be in there. So what we'll probably do with this, use it 2 times for the tequila purpose, and then use it to sour beers with, and you can do that indefinitely. And they look pretty cool.
Yeah, they do. Look very cool.
So this is the CO2 that the yeast is creating, and we're just allowing it to escape. But you have to put it into peracetic acid, which is what this is, to keep it all sterile. You don't want any bacteria coming back up through there because it'll spoil the beer. Now these tanks are where we carbonate the beer, so it literally works like a soda stream. You put the beer in, you seal it, so it's all sealed, and then you just inject CO2 into it, and the CO2 has nowhere to go, so it eventually dissolves into the beer, and that's how you get carbonated beer. This is an example of Now we also grow our own yeast in-house here. That's what this yeast propagation tank is here for.
So like that one little piece of yeast from Budweiser, from the original Budweiser, they keep.
We can regrow and reuse each and every time. Now with us, with the type of yeast that we use, we actually, after a certain amount of times, because the yeast evolves, it's a living organism, so it evolves every time. And when it's evolved too much, it's going to affect the flavour profile. So we have to throw it away and start again. Finished product.
Wow.
So all of this beer right here is reserved for the tasting room here. So all of this beer will be served here at my bar. Everything else has gone to the distributor already. I've been here since we've opened. I started in January and we opened in March. We started brewing at the start of the year, but he's actually been working on the recipes on this system right here for about 6 years now. So this is our bottling room right here. So this complicated looking contraption is the bottling machine. I try and stay as far away from this as I possibly can so I don't break it. But yeah, the bottles come through here. These come down, fill up the bottles. You can do 12 bottles a minute, which is these packs right here, the boxes. So one of those each minute. In theory, obviously it doesn't quite work all the time. And then this conveyor belt system right here is the labelling machine, so this labels the beer as well. You can see more examples of the barrels. These are rum barrels that we're aging. We've got the sour in these two, and then the quad, which is the red wine type beer in the other two. And then this is an example of our finished product. Close. Then upstairs, we go on through. This is the VIP section. Not many people get to see this, so yeah. This is the boardroom that we have here. Now we use this for private dinners and stuff. So like cheese, I do like every month I do a cheese and beer pairing evening. So people book places and we set them out with loads of cheeses, and then I talk through, you know, which cheese goes with which beer and why it does so. And usually they don't listen to me and they just like drinking beer, but
They
learn something.
they tip well, so I don't care.
Right.
So this is where we're able to propagate the yeast, as I was mentioning downstairs. So it takes a lot of monitoring, literally using this to count each individual yeast cell to make sure we know how many we've got going into each batch. This is what's called a spectrophotometer. With this we're able to monitor the exact ratio of the colour of the beer, because that's important to keep consistent as well. The IBUs, which is the International Bitterness Unit, how much bitterness is going into the beer. ABV, so the alcohol content, and a whole bunch of other stuff too. So this is a really useful machine for a brewery to have.
Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
It's really your birthday and your birthday too. So
We're gonna sing it 3 times though.
everybody make a wish.
Alexa, what's your name? Glenn and Tammy.
Oh my God, really? I saw that coming.
You did.
That's what I said.
I know, right?
Water is so good. Wow.
There was some good ass condoms.
We got our money's worth for that.
Virgin and water, I think it's still very fun.
Okay, now we can do it from here. What do you mean? Now we can do it. Here, give me a second. Sit down. Give me a fork.
I just want to buy it.
Wow. Okay. That's yours. That's huge.
Correct.
Right?
Oh, is that right? I can't say I've eaten all that much key lime pie.